Get ready to watch cards magically find their perfect match. Self-working at its best with any shuffled deck, this trick is guaranteed to amaze. So grab a deck, hit subscribe for more confidence boosting tutorials, and let's uncover the magic. Okay, so as ever, let's just kickstart by taking a look at the effect itself, a demonstration of chance. And we're going to start with a shuffled deck. So just hand the cards to a spectator. They can shuffle those as much as they like. The cards really are mixed. You're now going to take the deck with a view to removing some prediction cards. Now you're going to explain that one prediction is good, but 4 are even better. So you're just going to take a look through the deck with a view to removing 4 prediction cards. So let's see, I think maybe this card just here. Now these are just cards that stand out for some reason. Okay, I think maybe this card just here. So that leaves 2 more. Let's see, I think, yes, this card and one final card. I think, okay, just this card here. And once you've got your 4 prediction cards, you can just place these on the table. Now you can explain that we want to make sure things are as mixed as possible. So you're going to take the deck here with a view to giving it another shuffle. And you're just going to do this by drawing the tops and the bottom cards from the deck into a pile onto the table. And you're just going to continue this through the cards like so, just mixing and dealing the cards as you go. Now you're going to invite the spectator to stop you at any point that they like. It's a totally free choice. Let's say they stop you just here. You can place the rest of the cards to the side. Now you can just emphasize to the spectator at this point that you have a totally random and mixed up number of cards. The spectator could have stopped you at any point. It was a totally free choice. However, we now want to mix things further still. So you're going to invite the spectator to make some cuts to the cards. So firstly, you're just going to invite them to cut about 3/4 of the cards here and just place them to the side. It's a totally free choice. They can cut the cards whatever they like. Let's say they cut the cards just there. You'll now invite them to cut about 2/3 of the cards here and place them to the side. Again, it's a totally free choice. And now finally, just ask the spectator to cut about half of the pack here and place these to the side. Now, with the cards freely cut, you're going to ask the spectator to continue the mixing with each of the packs. So firstly, you're just going to ask them to take the pack on the end here and to deal 3 cards beneath the first card on the end. So just 1, 2, 3, and then to deal 1 card on top of each of the remaining piles. Just like so, and then to place the remaining cards back in their original position. And you're now going to ask them to repeat the same for the remaining packs. So they'll take the second pack here, they'll deal 3 cards to the table, 1, 2, 3, and then 1 card on top of each of the remaining packs. The same with the third pile here, 3 cards to the table, 1 card on top of each of the other piles, and then placing the cards back in their original position. And finally, the same with the final pile on the end. 3 cards to the table and 1 card on top of each of the other piles. With the cards now undoubtedly mixed, you can just remind the spectator of your 4 prediction cards, which have been on the table from the very beginning before anything had even happened. You can now reveal the identity of these cards. So here we can see we have a black 3, a black queen, a red 5, and a red 9. At this point, you can just remind the spectator that all of these cards are from a shuffled deck, and the cards have been mixed multiple times along the way. The spectator even chose a number of cards and has cut and mixed the cards themselves. It's all been totally random, but now it's time to take a look at the results. Firstly, just ask the spectator to turn over the top card here of the first pile, the pile beneath your prediction, the black 3, and this will reveal a matching black 3. Now, some might say that that's just lucky, and maybe one match is, but now you can ask the spectator to turn over the top card of the pile beneath the black queen to reveal a matching black queen. To turn over the top card on the pile beneath the red 5 to reveal a matching red 5. And finally, to turn over the top card on the pile beneath the predicted red 9 to reveal a matching red 9 for an incredible 4 in a row. An incredible multiple prediction that's also super easy to perform. So stick around because now I will show you exactly how it works. Okay, so let's take a look at the secret to this effect. Now, you really do start with a shuffled deck. The spectator can shuffle the cards as much as they like. It all adds to the impact. You're now going to take the deck with a view to removing 4 prediction cards, and here's what you do. As you take a look through the cards, you're simply going to note the bottom 2 cards and the top 2 cards. So here we can see the Jack of Clubs and the 2 of Hearts on the bottom. And on the top, we can see the 7 of Diamonds and the 9 of Clubs. And you're simply going to remove the 4 matching cards to these cards as your prediction cards. So the first card you're going to remove is going to be the matching card to the bottom card. So here we can see the Jack of Clubs. So I'm going to be looking for the Jack of Spades. And there we can see it just there. And then you're going to remove this card and place it as your first prediction card on your left. The next card you remove is going to be the matching card to the top card. So here we can see the 7 of Diamonds on top. I'm going to be looking for the 7 of Hearts. And there we can see it. And so you're going to remove this card as your second prediction card. The third card you remove is going to be the matching card from the card that's second from bottom. So here we can see the 2 of Hearts. I'm going to be looking for the 2 of Diamonds. And you'll place this card on the table as your third prediction. And the final card you remove is going to be the matching card to the card that's second from top. So here we can see the 9 of Clubs. I'm going to be looking for the 9 of Spades. And you'll remove this card and place it on the table as your final prediction on your right. And with that done, you can just place the rest of the deck on the table. You're now going to take the deck to perform a Klondike shuffle. And this is where you just grip the top and the bottom card of the deck and lightly just draw them off and place them onto the table, forming a new pile as you go. Now, once you've dealt past halfway in the deck, you're just going to invite the spectator to stop you at any point. You want to time this though to make sure that you've dealt the majority of the cards, to make sure that you've got enough cards in each of the piles in the next step. But it really is a free choice. They can stop you whenever they like. Let's say they stop you just here. You can place the rest of the cards to the side. The 4 matching cards to the 4 predictions are now on the bottom of this pack of cards. And you're now going to bring them to the top with a simple overhand shuffle. So you're simply just going to shuffle off cards from the pack until you get to the last few cards, which you're then just going to shuffle off individually. And these are going to be your 4 matching cards to the predictions. Placing the pack of cards beneath your first prediction card on your left, you're going to ask the spectator now to cut off approximately 3/4 of the cards and place them to the side. So let's say they cut the cards just about here. You'll now ask them to cut about 2/3 of this pack and place them to the side. Again, it's a totally free choice. And finally, to cut about half of this pack here and place these to the side. Now, as it stands, the 4 matching cards to the prediction cards are on top of the pile on the end to your right. Now, apparently to mix things up even further, you're going to ask the spectator to take the first pile on the left just here and to deal 3 cards to the table. And then to deal 1 card on top of each of the other piles, and then to place the remaining cards on top of the cards they've just dealt. You'll now ask the spectator to repeat exactly the same for the other 3 piles. With that done, you can now just reveal your 4 prediction cards, highlighting a black jack, a red 7, a red 2, and a black 9. And all that's left to do now is to ask the spectator to turn over the top card of each of the piles to reveal that each one is an exact match to its prediction card. In this instance, the black jacks, the red 7s, the red 2s, and the black 9s. And there you have it. Remember, every trick you learn is a step toward unlocking your full potential. So keep exploring and practicing, and the confidence you build in magic will carry into everything you do. Thanks for watching, and until next time, keep the magic alive.